Be really uncomfortable.
He was only inches away from you.
All right, we're live. We're live. We're live.
He was only inches
Hey,
away.
what's up, guys? We are here at the house here at NRAAM2019, and basically what we're gonna do is we're having a cookout. Oh, isn't that pretty cat? Look, you're a pretty cat. So we're gonna go live, and we're gonna cook it out. We got a bunch of gun channels people. We got some industry people coming over. But basically what we're gonna do is throughout the night, this is gonna be live. Now, I'm not saying that anyone's gonna be here all the time, but what we're gonna do is people are gonna be able to come in, talk about what's going on here in Indy, what their experiences are and all that. So we really hope you enjoy it. So we'll see you here. So if you guys want to start talking about what you guys did today, I'm gonna get the iPad over here so we can kind of see what the shot looks like. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's all what you...
Did another interview with Alan Gottlieb today. Awesome. Kind of an update on what cases they have currently going with the Second Amendment Foundation and where some of the victories have come from recently. And, you know, as always, I'm going to encourage anybody, join Second Amendment Foundation. $150 for a life membership, $15 a year. Don't go to McDonald's once or twice and there you go. You're going to help somebody help you.
There you go. And I think everyone's kind of maybe heard about the stuff that's been going on with the board asking LaPierre to resign yesterday. He refused. They had the members meeting today. Oliver North decided not to continue his term, and apparently they've moved the executive board meeting to Monday here in Indy. So there could be some fireworks going on the next couple of days. Have you heard anything else besides that?
Nope. That's pretty much everything I've heard about it. You know, this really, I think G has it right in that history's being made right now. I think the next week or so is really going to be telling as far as where the NRA is going to go from here and what the fight for gun rights is going to look like going forward. That's why, you know, I've always been a firm believer in never put all your eggs in one basket. So, you know, join up with all the national organizations that you can. I mean, of course, if your pocketbook can only fund one or two, you know, pick that one or two. No problem, and don't feel guilty about it. But if you can, you know, hit one a month and in a rotation, you know, to get your memberships up so it's not all hitting you at the same time, you know, join your locals, join the GOA, NRA, SAF, FPC. Join all of those, then join your local state organizations. You know, today, as a matter of fact, I did an interview with the Buckeye Firearms Association. They're an Ohio-based group, and you know, I realized that I hadn't yet gotten around to joining them, so I put my money where my mouth is, and I joined them today. You know, we need to spread out. Yeah, it's just like if you're doing any investing for your retirement, you want to spread out your risk and you want to diversify your portfolio. Well, we need to diversify our investment in our rights. Don't trust just one organization, because as we're seeing with the NRA, you never know where things are going to go with just one. Off my soapbox. Now you get to look at the wall.
You want to talk about what you guys did or saw today or anything? It's up to you guys. I'm trying to get this to where I'm going to put right there. We can see comments and.
Well, I'm looking at comments right now.
Is there anything out there?
Hi guys, yeah, there's let's see, we got Gun Gals is out there, Southpaw RX. Hey, Gary showed up. There it is. All right, so what's up, guys? So far, really, there's been a lot going on. Of course, with the NRA, there's been a lot of watching the meetings as they unfold. As you can see, Budget's had a lot going on with talking to the people on the street, pretty much. We've been spending more time in the industry show. We've got a lot of great contacts that have been made, a lot of good videos that are coming out. We've been talking to myself. The one I'm probably most excited about has been talking to some target companies, because if y'all happen to catch a glimpse of a video I put out that I had to take down that was about building a range, I've actually got one coming out where we're possibly going to have some deals going on with a range or a target company for our range. Still doing some awesome steel targets.
Tell the man with the skirt to be quiet.
The man with the skirt. Hey, okay. You know what? Just because of that. Oh, you got tightened up. We're gonna loosen this up. Everybody wants to see the skirt, or the kilt. So here is the kilt. The damn near kiltum. And check out those legs.
I still say I gotta get one.
All right, guys. Yeah, it's been great. We've had a lot of great meetings coming up, and so I know Snob had some pretty good things. I know Obnoxious had a heck of a lot, but he's cramming his face right now. So we'll get him in here in a minute. Right. No, you gonna come talk?
Two Live Blue says fresh as a summer breeze.
This is what?
Fresh as a summer breeze.
There you go.
Just kind of talk about what you've been doing, what projects who you've met, and videos that you might have done.
Oh, I met so many people. I talked to Sorry USA. Maybe we're getting something going with them. I talked to Amerispec, or Armispec. He was there. He just had a little table, and I walked up to him. He's talking to a guy who was building an AR, and I told him I've got their capture buffer in every one of my ARs. So I talked to him a little bit. Might be getting something from them. Do something there. Probably gonna talk to him again tomorrow and maybe do a video with him. I got all kinds of gun B-roll that I did that I'm gonna put together. I got stuff from Cabot Guns that were just gorgeous. I got Carolina Arms Group. They make some gorgeous 1911s. I took some B-roll at Kimber, at Beretta. I got so much of that stuff. I got other people that I've talked to. I've got 5 or 6 interviews that I did today, and I'm probably gonna get a couple more tomorrow. What else? I got sore feet. Got really sore feet. I got a burger getting cold out there. So it was just so much. I wanted to get to Armed Citizens Legal Defense Network. That's the concealed carry insurance that I have. So I want to get there and talk to them. Maybe Masad Ayub if he's there with them.
Oh yeah, I got to shake his hand today. That was pretty
Shake
cool.
his hand today. I got to shake Tonto's hand today as we were leaving. Ghost and Clover spotted him, and then they're running over and brought us all over there with them. Alan West, I saw him yesterday. You saw that. Saw Jared with Guns and Gadgets. I saw all these guys. So that's all been fantastic. And man, I don't know. I've got so much stuff that it's just all in here.
Has it been what you expected, or is it different than what you expected?
It's kinda what I expected. I knew going in that it was gonna be different than Wanamaker. Because Wanamaker, I mean, it's a little bigger than Wanamaker, but there's bigger stuff there too, like Sig, Remington, and they all set up a store in the place. So the actual area is bigger than Wanamaker, but there's less people there as far as people selling stuff or people trying to do anything because it's all industry. But it's a completely different experience than Wanamaker, because Wanamaker is a gun show. It's just a huge gun show. This is actual industry. You're going to meet everybody who wants to show you their new products and show you everything. What I've learned with this is go see the small guys, because they're the ones that want to get their, they're the ones that want to do the videos. I went to Ruger. They've got their brand new Wranglers coming out. Nobody's there selling them up. So I did some video there just looking at the Wranglers, but there wasn't anybody to talk to about them. Beretta, I went to look there. They got the new the M9A3. Is that what the Berettas are?
Yeah, M9A3.
M9A3. And I mean, they've got them there. They've got them laid out. They've got Langdon Tactical ones laid out there. Same thing. Nobody's really wants to talk about them. So you get to look at them, you get to see them, but you can't really talk to anybody about them.
Buck out there wants to know if we invited Chuck Norris to the cookout. I was not going to stand in line for 3.5 hours to invite him. No.
I got some video of Chuck Norris as I was walking by with my camera up high, and that was about it.
I got his number if you want me to give him a call.
Yeah,
Right on, yeah.
Yeah, why don't you give him a call? But yeah, that's probably about it. Like I said, I'm still decompressing it all, and it's gonna take me getting back home and getting the computer set up and getting all that. So.
Hey, Squib, where are you?
Squib's probably back home by now. What else we got?
Artisan Tony says there's no passionate water maker like NRA. It's a different vibe, it's a different energy. Water maker's got a cool vibe. And hey, stay here. Water maker's got a cool vibe. It's just a big ass gun show. If you go to SHOT Show and an NRA and USCCA and Great Outdoors, you're talking industry. So it's a different vibe between SHOT Show and NRA because SHOT Show is industry only. And so it has its own little energy and own little vibe. And then you throw NRA where it's industry, media, but then you add the general public as well. And there's kids, and you have to understand that when you're shooting a video, sometimes
Somebody's gonna walk in.
they're gonna walk in front. Kids are gonna want to touch everything, and that's just what it is. But it's a different kind of a vibe. But this year, with everything that's going on with the NRA and LaPierre and Ollie and everything that's going on, it's been a really cool, interesting vibe because it's had its ups and downs, and there's people talking all the time about, hey, I heard this, and you've got trucks out front, saying stuff. You got planes flying over with banners, and all. It's really an interesting year. So for you guys that haven't made it, we wish you were here. But next year is going to be really interesting because the next couple of weeks are going to be crucial for the Second Amendment. It'd be interesting to see what the NRA does at this point,
Oh yeah.
So what do you think they're going to do? I mean, do you have any ideas of what you hope would happen?
They're having their big meeting
Monday. They moved the executive meeting to Monday here.
They're having their executive meeting on Monday, so I think Monday.
Okay, so Squib's on his way home. Okay, I got you.
I think Monday, there's a chance you might see some heads roll. There's a chance. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know who's got dirt on who or who's got juice on.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting because they asked LaPierre to resign,
And he said no.
and he said no. I don't know this, but I'm assuming there's a severance package, and he's due to make $4 million. I think if they fired him, so they're gonna make him fire him probably. And I'm not saying they are, but I think that's probably what's happening. Chris Cox has got to feel the hot seat with Ollie leaving. Who's gonna be that ambassador now? There's a lot of names floating around, and we've all had our, theories on who we would like to see as that ambassador. And,
It's not gonna be me.
it's not going to be anyone here. But there are a lot of celebrities, quote unquote celebrities, that are very pro-gun. So it'll be interesting. I heard Joe Montana's name thrown out there quite a bit. Man, I wish Gunny was still alive.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Gunny be like a perfect, NRA just ambassador? I mean, if he was still alive. We're a little behind.
Is that what's left in my burger?
That's a Clover burger.
Make sure y'all go check it out. Make sure you go to the 2A fund.
No, and I want to say real quick, I know Artisan Tony, I think he's still out there. This is for real. The 2afund.com and Artisan Tony is responsible for this. He had a deal with that guy's wife for a logo thing, and the money that was won for the logo contest was put to this tonight. So this cookout to bring in all the GunChannels family and all of that and just be family right now is all in part to 2afund.com. So thank you, Artisan Tony. Please go check out 2afund.com. He's got a spring challenge going on right now. You can download and print the target right from there. It's free. Shoot 10 rounds in 20 seconds. All the instructions are right there. Submit your photo or video. You can win $100. So please, go check out 2afund.com and support Artisan Tony. Any questions up there, Tardot?
And Scott,
Yeah. And Snob, the gun Snob brought how many pounds? Hey Snob, Snob, how much poundage did he bring? 15 pounds?
15.
I think 15 pounds of beef. 15 pounds of beef that we're using to cook the burgers out. So thank you, Gun Snob.
So we do have, did I hear that NRAAM is going to be coming back to Indy in 2020? Actually, I've heard
It's
that.
in Nashville next year. It's gonna be in Nashville next year. Now, it might come back in a couple of years, but I do know that next year is gonna be in Nashville, so.
Okay, we got Warsaw Patriots asking Ghost thoughts on Taurus on their new products and handguns.
I haven't made it to the Taurus booth yet. I don't own a Taurus. I'm not against Taurus. I've never owned a Taurus. I will say this, historically Taurus makes really great products for a great price. You go take, everyone knows that my favorite handgun is the Beretta 92. The Taurus PT92, I've shot that and I've handled it. It's a wonderful firearm. I'm actually looking to get into Taurus and a revolver this year. So Taurus, I have not seen the new product. I'll probably go stop by there tomorrow. I personally haven't seen the new product, and well, have you on Taurus?
I haven't been by Taurus yet. I know.
I'm gonna find
I
someone.
think Snobber one of them did.
Anybody go by Taurus this weekend? There's a question about their new stuff, and I haven't been there. Do you want to answer it real quick? Roll call stopped by the Taurus booth, so I want to have him come in because he's actually seen the stuff real quick, but I haven't gone by there yet. But I know historically anything that Taurus does it can be usually pretty good. But there he is.
There's roll call.
There's been a question about the new products from Taurus.
PG.
All right. What is the question?
Stand back and you're right in the picture
Just
right there.
what? Okay, I'll repeat it real quick. Where'd it go?
Find it.
Okay,
Warsaw
thoughts.
Patriot, I think.
Thoughts? Yeah, Warsaw Patriots asking thoughts on Taurus on their new products and handguns.
They look nice. Wise, we won't know until they come out. From what I know is Heritage, the Heritage Rough Rider is now going to be part of Taurus handgun. So that should be something cool because they were back to back and some of those handguns were mixed in with Taurus handguns in their displays. So they look nice. What is that? The 44 Magnum? What is that thing called? The Tracker.
The Tracker, yeah.
The black Tracker, that was a nice gun. I got to hold it. I looked at it. Heavy.
Did you get to pull a trigger or anything, or they?
I didn't really mess with the trigger. It was just because I wanted to go and touch every gun because at that time that booth was filled, and when I say it's filled, it was like this. Oh, that's a great gun. Oh.
They were expecting 80 to 85,000 people there today. 80 to 85,000 people.
Expect a lot of colors. Some of those what do you call that finish where it's like rainbowish?
Oh yeah.
Expect a lot of those guns.
Is that chrome? Is that chrome?
Chrome with
Yeah.
the purple and blue.
I think Fax has got a barrel like that.
Yeah.
It's really awesome.
Yeah, expect a lot of that from them. A lot of their representatives were tied up, so it was hard getting around in there. But to me, the guns look nice function-wise. We'll have to wait until they come out.
But Taurus historically has been pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
historically.
So here it
Have you
is.
stopped by Taurus?
I love you, man.
Have you stopped by Taurus yet? Have you stopped by Taurus?
I walked through the booth. I didn't.
Okay. Well, Warsaw was asking about the new products. You
Here's
got
some
another
more.
question?
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
let's see. How about the Beretta 92X? They were asking you, but did
I didn't
anybody
see
see the
that.
92X?
I have not been. That's tomorrow morning at
I saw it.
11:30.
Oh, God.
Ohio's
You
seen it.
almost died.
Yeah. Come on, yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's heavy. It's got
It's
all
a
steel
Beretta.
frame,
It's
yeah,
a
but it's all
Beretta,
steel.
yeah.
They took the aluminum frame out, and I posted a picture on Instagram. Was all the riot between that and the shotgun they
What's
had.
your Instagram handle?
Ohio Flyer,
There you go.
OH Flyer,
Go check that out.
and what else was
Is this your inaugural?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Coming out.
Yeah.
We're popping a cherry.
All right.
Let's see. We have something else here. Did Bruger have the
I'm
Wrangler?
buying
Okay, they did.
I'm gonna buy and challenge
Did
him on his.
Bruger have the Wrangler on display? So who did
Yes,
see
yes,
the
they
Wrangler?
Yes, they did.
Who
Yes,
saw
they
the
did.
Wrangler?
And I took,
Sorry to say. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, here.
I saw him, I took video of him, I thought, well, I'm gonna go eat this, okay? So I'm gonna tell you about the Wranglers, because I already told you this. They had the Wranglers, they had every single color, that they, that they're painting them, because they're all Cerakoted. But they didn't have anybody there talking to them, and it didn't seem like anybody was interested in coming over and talking about the gun that they released 3 days ago. So I've got video of it. I'm probably gonna go by there again tomorrow. Hopefully the place will be a little bit slower on Sunday, and maybe get somebody to talk about them, but I do have video of the Wranglers.
Anybody have anything on the Magnum Research 1911s?
He's never gonna get that burger.
My bad. My bad.
I have video of the Magnum Research 1911s, and that, if you go look at my Instagram, that,
This will be the last question for Snob. Snob, this is the
Snob,
last
whoa,
question.
whoa, 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 what do you call him?
Obnoxious is not taking any more questions. He's gonna eat.
I'm taking my meat and going
I was
home.
looking at you,
I'm
talking
gonna
about him.
I'm going to get my hands on it tomorrow. I'm gonna go see Magnum Research. Today has been one of those days where all of our major companies, all your major role players as far as the industry, were so busy you wouldn't have a chance to even speak to anybody, let alone even look at them half the time. But going off of what Obnoxious had with the pictures and being able to see it, it is an awesome looking gun, at least in my eyes. And I love 1911s. It's definitely got the distressed finish going on, and it makes it a beautiful gun.
they're going to do a Warrior series, and this is the first one, and it is a Viking theme.
Oh, really? Oh, that looks
And
sweet.
you gotta,
I haven't gone
check,
there
you
yet.
gotta check my Instagram and look at that.
Oh, is it on? You already posted it?
I already posted it on my Instagram, so check my Instagram. I posted, I think it's 3 pictures, and that thing is smoking hot. And he told me that's the prototype, that's how he wants them to go out. They're gonna do a clear Cerakote over it, and that's what they're gonna look like. So, I looked at them, I saw them.
All right,
So, I'm going to go eat my burger.
KTR, that's pretty sweet right there. That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I just had one other comment. I did look at that Ruger, the new 22, and it's much better than the Heritage Rough Rider, but it is definitely, when I pulled the trigger, I felt like I was pulling on a cap gun. I mean, it's just kind of gritty, but for $179, it's a good deal, I think. That's what they're going for at Vaughn's. They're pre-selling them over at, in Columbus right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
take
nice.
it.
All right, we're gonna keep the live stream going here, but we're gonna go kind of eat real quick. We'll be sending people in and out throughout there. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the chat, and we'll try to get them answered real quick. Do you have anything you want to say to everyone real quick, or talk about any of your experiences this week? While you eat real quick.
Here you go. I'll guide questions if it comes up.
Yeah, go eat.
I'm leaning on the wall because I'm tired.
I gotta cross
I
my
gotta
legs
check,
so I don't flash people.
and I gotta check the grill in a minute too, so I don't have it on. So come on. Let's see, Spirit, what the, I'm so burned out, I don't even remember what I did today, honestly.
That's the way I've been.
Oh, yeah. So I was pitching several companies. I pitched the idea of, it has no name, but it's a project that we're working on. Myself and the folks on Patreon are gonna work on this. And I kind of stole it from Yankee, but it's basically every quarter, every 3 months, we'll accept applications from Youth Shooting Sports Club. And then we're going to give them some stuff like range equipment and gear, eye pro, ear pro, firearms, targets, things like that. So I was pitching that idea to several companies today. I've got Walther and Umarex on board for definite with that. And then I've got potentially Savage, Ruger, and Rock Island potentially on board with that. And then tomorrow I gotta follow up with a couple other companies, so, that's pretty cool. And then, they have the first ever firearm giveaway over on Patreon, so, and I won't give that away just yet, but say that may be, it's definitely fixing to happen, let me put it that way, but I'm not gonna give you details just yet. Question?
So we got one, I don't know if you saw any ARs, but Warsaw Patriots
There's
asking
23 of you suckers out there, really?
Favorite-
Watching this garbage?
favorite-
Clover's Burger, mad cow disease just waiting to
Have
happen.
you ate one yet?
Uh-uh.
But,
Here we go, here we go.
favorite ARs at the
P11
meeting.
test.
Favorite ARs.
The zesty taste of the seasoning is good. I wish it was seared a little bit more from the outside, but it's tender, juicy, and perfectly cooked on the inside. So, well done, Clover.
Hey, obnoxious, somebody asked about potential ammo sponsors, so you wanna talk again?
What do you say about what now?
I didn't talk to anybody about it.
Saying, I thought it was you that said you potentially had somebody.
Hang on, we got interrupted there by
We're
Ghost.
alive.
Ghost-
Stop.
Yeah. So who said what?
Somebody's, GA Truckers asking, anybody get any possible ammo sponsors?
Come in and talk about.
No, not ammo sponsors, but again, for
That's a hard one to
the
pick
for the
up.
youth project, yeah, I mean, I think, I definitely have some people to talk to. The problem with all the youth project things that I'm talking about is that most of the people that have to make those decisions, they're not there. They're really not even at SHOT Show for that. So you gotta make contact and then hope that they pass your information on to the right person so you can kind of follow up. I thought somebody said something about an AR.
I know, that's what I said. I said, I'm gonna give burgers.
Oh, Artisan Tony saying something about my patch. I can't show you the top secret patch because they did not come in, unfortunately. Or I probably would have done that. Hey, baby. How are you? That's my doctor. That's my OBGYN right there. So I'm here. I haven't went anywhere. I'm gonna scroll the chat because my chat help left me. I don't know why. You know, they hate the big channels, those other guys. They really hate the big channels. We seem elitist to them, you know. Possible ammo sponsors. Whoa. Warsaw Patriot had something. He said, favorite ARs at the meeting. What ARs did I like? Ooh, good question. Great question, man. Great question, Warsaw. So, fun life, right? But I do love an AR. I looked at some high-end stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't look at anything low-end at all. But I gotta say, you know, Ghost is working with IO. I think I've got an in with IO. I think I'm gonna be looking at least one of their 224 Valkyries, which Jeff with Gear Report kind of put that in motion a little bit already. So that's cool. I haven't played with the 224 Valkyrie yet. So that's gonna be fun. And a reload too, obviously. So potentially some reloading stuff with the 224 Valkyrie, which would be cool. And that's with the new IO stuff. Now, IO also has the AR-15A1, like retro builds, right? Holy moly, dude. These are like original Colt kits. And they're freaking amazing. Okay? And you get one and it's not going to be all brand new and spiffy and been Cerakoted. I mean, it's got all the battle scars and whatever else on it because it's original Colt A1 kits. But those are amazing. Those are from IO. That's going to be the lower end stuff that I looked at. And then I also looked at Ghost Grid Defense. They changed their names so many times. They changed their names like twice. Grid Defense. They used to be Ghost Defense, I think. Grid Defense. And I actually looked at them, talked to those guys at SHOT Show. They're freaking nice. But by far, and this is really cool. Can't believe I forgot this. Crap. I was asking cool things today. Man. Was it today? Was it even today that I did this?
Grid defense?
Was it today that I met with Shaky Dave? Or was it yesterday? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna tell the story regardless. It may have been yesterday. But talking about cool ARs. Went by F1 Firearms, Spring, Texas. Texas boys, go Texas, yeah. Man, F1 stuff is freaking bitchin', man. God. And it's primo stuff for sure. So the got to meet Shaky Dave there. He's moving in 30, 40 miles probably from me in Texas. And that dude could not shut up about me and him going to the range. He was like, when next week? You want to go next week? What day next week? You want to go to the range? So pretty cool. I'm going to get to go shoot with Shaky Dave and probably end up shooting with Shaky Dave a lot
Yeah.
in the near future because he's so close. So that's going to be awesome. He's a really cool dude. Look him up if you're not aware. But back to F1, man, they mill out their receivers, and they have ultra lightweight models, and they mill the mag wells out, and they do all that kind of stuff, skeletonize everything, all custom in-house, like Cerakote and all kinds of coating, awesome stuff. And then it was yesterday we went to POF, right?
Yeah.
So then yesterday we went to POF, and I was aware of POF. I've looked at their stuff before. Again, they're kind of high end. But, you know, anything obviously that Pincus is going to swear by is going to be good stuff. I mean, you know it is. And so anyway, I got to play around with some of that. I actually have experience, and a lot of you out there know have commented on the Instagrams and stuff like that you have too with the POF. But the POF's primo stuff, man. So I mean, if you're looking for primo ARs for sure, and you don't want to build yourself, get your own parts, primo parts, put it all together, just looking for a great rifle right out of the box, yeah, POF or F1. Without a doubt. If you want it more custom, because POF doesn't really do the custom stuff as much. If you want custom colors and bling bling and flare, then F1 is going to be your place without a doubt.
Weston Probst did make a comment that I kind of find funny. You need a Shaky Dave and Clover show.
Oh,
That could happen, dude. That can seriously happen as close as he is, because he told me this. He's like, first of all, very humble, right? And he told me, he's like, yeah, in a few months, he's going to Sweden for the world championships. And I'm like, dude, have you ever even been out of the country? And he's like, heck no. And so he's really humble. He's like, man, it's amazing, you know, all the outreach, the people that's, you know, industry people and everybody else that's reached out to him and kind of provided him the opportunity to do all this stuff to deal with his Parkinson's. And so he's very grateful, very down-to-earth guy, all that good kind of stuff. So with that being said, I can totally see with him being as close, living as close to me as it does to me now, as it becoming a regular thing. I mean, we could potentially go live from the range there or anything. It'd be kind of cool.
I was talking about that POF we were looking at yesterday. It's interesting the way there's a rifle coming out they've got that is a 308, 7.62 by 51, and 6.5 Creed, all in the same, without changing any barrels, anything else. So it's like, it's expensive, but you're talking about, you know, multiple guns basically in one. It was interesting to how they really did, and Frank did with me and Clover both had separate interviews. But some of the innovation stuff that they've got going on at POF is really cool. I have never been around POF at all.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any experience with them. And Rob asked us to come over there, and like you said, if Rob's gonna do something, you know it's gonna be pretty quality. I see a couple questions out there. What you got?
Yeah, there's one that I do kind of want to address. Y'all don't have to kick it
Come
away.
on in.
So
It's on my line.
somebody was asking about the mini Mosins. So this has kind of been my obsession for the weekend, because I've got a son that's about to be going on 5 that we are working on training about firearms, and he's already got a lot of safety down. They do have the mini Mosins, Keystone does. So, you know, along with the Cricket line, they're going to have what they're calling the mini Milsurp line. And what they're doing is right now they've got mini Mosins, and these are awesome looking. If you haven't seen them yet, check out my Instagram and pull them up online. They're literally 22 versions that are shrunk down of these Milsurp rifles. They're looking at possibly doing the Springfield 1903. They're looking at doing the Arisaka. They're looking at, there's a few other rifles, I can't remember which ones they were. The
Single shot though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all single shot, but it's made for, you know, youth training, things like that. So they've got some awesome guns coming out that we're looking at, especially if you've got any kids. That's a great thing to look at. But a big thing I want to talk about too when it comes to Keystone is give them a lot of credit where it's due. They're looking at starting a program. I was talking to the owner. I had about an hour-long conversation with them. They've got a program that I want to try to help promote, even though they haven't quite got it off the ground, where they're talking about, I think it's called the 2A Defenders. And if they see this, they may correct me. But 2A Defenders is what the program is called. And it's more than just training your kids to shoot, it is training your kids to love the Second Amendment and going back through the history of why it's there and what it is. I mean, I had this guy has a son that he talked about that is all about the Second Amendment. He's all into firearms. He said his son at teenage years was pulling apart these rifles that he's going in and doing mini versions of. So yeah, he's pulling apart Arisakas, pulling apart 1903s, and just reassembling them and selling them all. So he's got that passion that he's handed down to his kids, and he wants to see all of us do the same thing, which we all promote big time. So definitely check out Keystone.
Western Pro is wondering what the pricing on those was gonna be.
The pricing on now this is coming straight out of Keystone. This is something I forgot to talk about there. Pricing on the mini Mosins is running $500 right now. Now that's not necessarily gonna be your in-store price, obviously, because they always get wholesale. But right now they are doing the first 500 they sell, you actually get like a crate, and it's got all the markings just like it came from Russia.
Oh, that would be cool.
And it's actually coming in its own crate, everything. And the deal is they're gonna do 5 of these guns. So if you buy a gun right now, out of the first 500, you get serial number 10. And you go and they do the 1903, and you want to get that, you can get the serial number 10 for the 1903, and so on and so forth. So
Yeah, you're gonna get first right of refusal.
you basically get collector's items just from buying these. Me and Gunpowder keep talking about and tossing it back and forth about getting one for our son. So we're looking at that, and so that's possibly something that comes out of this weekend, is getting one of those in the first 500.
Artisan Tony says they'll be $349 after the crate models are sold.
So there you go, $349 after the crate models. But right now with those crate models, I mean, that's not too bad for, extra, $100 something dollars. You get a pretty much special edition with the crate and everything. And then you also have first dibs on the same serial number for the next set of models. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. Is there any other questions on that?
Warsaw Patriot wants to know if
Keystone,
Yeah.
Warsaw Patriot wants to know if Ghost is looking at getting a CZ75B or anything CZ.
I'm not a CZ guy. That being said, CZ is their headquarters about an hour from where I live, so might be spending some time.
You might open up that
So you might become a CZ guy?
CZ guy, but I will probably go down to their factory and all that. I just, if I have to go with something like that, I'm a Beretta guy over CZ. I'm a Glock guy over CZ. I've got a lot of things that I like over CZ. Not knocking CZ. I fired a lot of CZs, but they don't do anything for me. That's just my personal preference. I know that you want me to do all that with CZ. They want to send me one, I'll shoot the hell out of it, but I'm not going to go buy a CZ. I have other things I always spend my money on. I always spend money on Beretta M9A3. Those things are, if you're a Beretta 92 person, the M9A3 is beautiful. I didn't go see the 92X.
Me too.
I need to see that. There's some cool stuff, man. There's some cool stuff coming out.
I'm going tomorrow. I didn't even know they had the 92X was there. I looked for it, but apparently they've got it over in a separate.
Probably their own little place.
Yeah.
The
Anybody else
Beretta booth is huge.
Does anybody else feel like we're doing a panel of like 5 of us here? Because me, y'all, Clover, we just keep like circling around.
That's all good. What we got going? I see some highlights.
Let's see what we got. See, I feel, Warsaw Patriot was saying, I feel you, man. I like the Beretta and the PT92. Let's see, what questions, if any?
The PT92 is a Taurus.
Yeah.
It's a good. I like that.
I think he's just talking 92 in general.
Oh, the 92 format. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't like the 92 platform, whatever brand, knockoffs or whatever. I love the 92. So I've got special because for me that was the first game gun.
Yankee loves it. You have 15.
I don't have 15 of them. I have 2.
You have 2.
I have 2.
So you don't.
So you don't love it till you have 15 of them.
I don't have Yankees money.
Oh, well, there is that.
I would have 15 if I had Yankees
So
money.
here's a question that was on back that we missed, and that was, did anybody see Black Rain Ordinance? I know they're there.
I'm working with Black Rain. So
I know they're there. I don't remember.
They're
I haven't
friends of
stopped
mine.
by.
Yeah, they're friends of mine. I'm going up there next month to train with them, shoot their new stuff. They're only 2.5 hours from me. Clint and those guys are freaking awesome. So Black Range really got some awesome stuff. I put an Instagram picture up yesterday. You want to go check it out. They did it just for this weekend for America. They did a red, white, and a blue, and then an American flag rifle with the handguard and all that. So, yeah, Black Rain are really good people. They're really doing some good stuff, and they just opened up their training facility 2 weeks ago. And so if you ever get a chance, they actually have a facility up in Neosho, Missouri, which is a southwest Missouri. And they have a new facility there, and if you ever want to go training with those guys, they're awesome. I love Black Rain. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of stuff with me from Black Rain in the next few months. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, we got another one here from Warsaw Patriot. Any news with more guns coming from SIG? So who all made it to SIG?
I have not made it to SIG.
I tried to avoid
wheelhouse.
SIG because it's a huge booth, and it was packed. So I tried to avoid
It was
going there
packed.
yet.
No, not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Sig just announced the P220 that they're gonna be making here. But that's the only thing that I know.
What's that gonna be, Trey? What caliber is that gonna be?
You don't even know who's
I believe that's 45, isn't it?
45?
Come here.
Well, it's 220, 45.
Here's Armentia. Oh, she's eating.
No, not 220, the 210.
Armentia has knocked it out of the damn ballpark this weekend.
There's Jesse.
And her and the gun gals, Jesse and
Yeah,
Cece,
they're hiding.
They went to a fashion show tonight, and as soon as she gets done eating, she's gonna talk about the fashion show. Maybe, I don't know. But you did a really cool thing earlier today at Hyperfire.
Let me go eat first.
Okay, damn it.
I haven't eaten anything. I haven't eaten anything of real sustenance. Hell, I don't think.
Since we got here, we had pizza last night.
Did we eat good this morning?
I did not.
Did we?
You didn't ride with
You
us,
didn't ride with
so
me. I had Starbucks. I had a cheese Danish.
I didn't.
And
We
then I've
didn't
had a
even
brownie.
stop this
Okay,
morning.
so I've had a cheese Danish, I've had a brownie, I had 3 meatballs, some little spinach square, and some kind of little egg roll thing that's like this. All the up
Pretty good.
This is amazing.
Okay, I got you. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Ozzy, where is? Where is Ozzy?
I don't know.
Where the hell are you, Ozzy? Yeah, I was here when we got here. Ozzy, you're supposed to be here, bro. Yeah, I don't know where Ozzy is. He's supposed to be here. So come on in. Let's see here. Any other questions? We've been just really busy. Oh, Ozzy's at home. He had to go back home. Okay.
Oh, okay. I saw something neat today.
Step in.
I stopped by the Franklin Armory booth today. It was one of the things that I just had to. I know that a while back they released that Reformation. They released that Reformation firearm that kind of fell flat, probably for good reason. But they came out with something they released at SHOT Show, and I just had to go look at today, called the Providence. It is a pistol caliber, both a braced pistol and a pistol caliber carbine, it's rifle length. That the best way I can describe it is they call it digital action, not meaning electronic, but meaning with your digit, with your finger. It's kind of a manually cycled double action magazine-fed firearm. It's really neat. When you pull the trigger, it feels like a double-action revolver. It moves the bolt back until it reaches its length of travel, then it goes forward, strips the cartridge out of the magazine, chambers it. It's a rotating bolt, so it locks, then fires, and then does nothing. It doesn't use gas. It doesn't use recoil energy to do anything. In order to extract the round and eject it, press the trigger again. That pulls the bolt back, extracts, ejects, cycles the next one in, and fires. And you're thinking, well, so what, buy a semi-auto? Well, if you live somewhere where you can't buy a semi-auto, like in certain non-free states or in other countries, that's one of the things they've talked about, where you can't get a semi-auto like, say, New Zealand, but where something that's similar to a double action could be had. I think this thing is great. It really
classify as any of those.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't classify as anything like that. And before you guys ask, I talked to them about the issues of it being an open bolt, because the rifle version has a single action mode where you can cock back the bolt, press the trigger, and do that. And he says that because it's a rotating bolt and it locks before it fires, it's not an open bolt. So
That's awesome.
it's an interesting firearm for people that
Who is that with?
can't. Franklin Armory.
Franklin Armory, I didn't check that one out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's cool. And the good part is they're planning the trigger pull now. It's not light, but it's very smooth. It's not hugely heavy, but it's very, very smooth. They're wanting to get it down to around 4 pounds or so when they release it. So hopefully I can get my hands on one of them. That'd be great.
So, let's see.
We saw a super chat out there from Rupan. He says, hell yeah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you very much. What else you got?
So we got a question here. Caller number 3 here.
Caller number 3 in the hotline?
Got Warsaw.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Well, long time listener, first time caller to the 900 number here. Warsaw Patriot says, was HK at NRA?
I'm not familiar with HK. Who is that?
Well, he explained who HK is, and I'm glad he did because I'm not
I've
really
never heard of
familiar
him.
either with HK. I'm not.
Is that
is
small?
that Harry Kinninson or something? Or
Harry Carey?
Harry
Oh, that's a C.
Carey?
Never mind.
That's a C, so I'm not.
Oh,
really sure.
Heckler and Coke?
No, you sure it wouldn't be like Hennessy and Coke?
Oh, Hennessy and Coke. Crown and Coke. Crown and Coke. That's what it is.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Okay.
Yeah, HK's here. Yes, HK's here. HK's HK. I love, you're talking about someone who's very fond and have very fond memories of an MP5 from a previous life. And their little MP5 series that they've got. We shot last year at 18 at range day. You give me an MP5, I'm gonna be happy. And the VP9 is honestly one of the best feeling guns I have ever put my hands on. They got a good product, and for the product quality, the prices aren't terrible. But you want to talk about a good quality product, HK is good to go.
Did you hear my conversation the last time? I guess we went to smoke. We were all out there, and I was talking to the guy from HK. Did you by any chance hear that conversation?
I did not.
Yeah, see, nobody did. Anyway, so
Take the floor, sir.
So, okay. So here's the deal. Let me tell you something. Okay.
Let me tell you something here.
Let me tell you something. So, we're out smoking.
Oh,
These
he
guys
also
who-
says they're from Germany.
Oh, I see. I thought they were from Sweden. But anyway, so we're out there smoking, right? All these amateur yahoos, right? We're out. Everybody knows if you go out to smoke, it's time to do business. You light the pipe, you scan the area, you figure out, you look at badges, and you try to do business, right? Because you're burning a lung, man. You might as well get some business out of it. So I'm looking, and there's HK guys there, right? I can't even remember his name now. I think it was Matt.
Oh, Georgia Trucker has clarified. It's the High Point Keltec Company.
Oh. Yeah, they were there. They were there.
Actually,
Snob's going, really?
Yeah, I was all in. I mean, you know what? The two best gun companies out there. If we could just get tourists to buy them, that would happen.
And Jimenez.
Oh,
Man, that would be a conglomerate.
That would be a clusterfuck.
That's Jimenez. Jimenez.
102.
So anyway, the HK story, right? They told me to come up here, and then they're gonna
Interrupt you.
bastards. Anyway, so I get to talking with the HK guy, right?
Wait, were you in the middle of something here?
And I told the HK guy, you sound like Vince from Walter now when you interrupted, so
No
get off,
kidding.
step off. Anyway, so the HK guy, he said, we just had this conversation. I told him, I said, yeah, did you know HK was from Germany?
It's a High Point Keltec combination.
So,
From
so
Sweden.
talking to the
From Sweden.
HK guy, back on topic here. And I mentioned SHOT Show last year. I said, yeah, I got to shoot the BP9. I said, it's amazing, right? So I said, it was amazing. I said, I fell in love with it. I had to have one. Well, and then I point blank told the guy I was honest. I said, then later that year, unfortunately, Walter sent me the PPQ. And he pretty much agreed with me, with the exception of the grip panels and being able to change the side grip panels and the back and all that stuff. The actual, and I don't want to get him in trouble, so I'm not going to mention his name, but they may fire everybody for this, but he was like, said that Walther, he said, I think it does have a better trigger and an overall better pistol than the HK VP9. And I'm like, I don't know, but it's really, really, really close between the two for sure.
Dano wants to know, does anyone here attend the shit show, which is what he calls the members meeting?
I went up there, I was up.
Get your ass in there.
This might as well just stop.
Paging doctor.
Hold on. Did I get down
You sure?
here?
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna go through this freaking wall.
How are you, little guy?
My fat ass is gonna go through this wall here. I went up there. I looked at my watch. I was fully planning on going up there today and night. I had a squirrel moment at the show, and then I did.
Say hi, Gunpowder.
Well, you've got snubs meat in your mouth.
It's delicious.
Sorry,
Awesome.
sorry, buddy.
I had a squirrel moment, and then I looked at my watch.
And another one just then.
Yes. And I realized it was 10:30 and that the meeting started. So I hauled my happy little butt up there and got up there, found a seat, and watched them drone on and on about how great they were for about half an hour. And yeah, then I went back down to see all the shiny.
People want to know, does Roro need bail money yet? Not yet.
Nope, he got
Not
his
yet.
press-
The night is still young.
He got his press credentials.
He did, yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
Because he showed up today, and I'm like, hold on. I drug his little ass into the press room. Said, give me your name, and they gave him his press credentials, and he was all happy as could be.
Sup, Beavis?
So,
What's up, butthead? Hey.
We're gonna score.
Beavis, there's a fire.
I need tea for my bungle.
I'm fired.
I'm fired.
you need
We're gonna do it. Get out. Rick Nethery says hello,
I did.
Gunpowder Beauty.
Who?
I did. I went
Rick
teaching-
Nethery.
Hello, Rick.
What's up, Rick?
Rich White says, I say we need a company named Low Point that makes high-end guns, and we can put their booth right next to High Point. It shows high points and low points.
High points and the low points. It's an NRA show.
I have to admit, I went and talked to those guys today.
Most
High
people
Point.
did.
Yeah.
What up, Lance?
Talk to
The
those guys
crowd
about
wants to
their,
know when you'll see roll call's name and on which ballot.
He got his press
The
credentials,
one,
so
the one in the northeast bathroom.
Oh, okay.
You gotta unroll it though to find his name.
It's
So-
in stall number 3 on the left side of the wall.
He's
So-
running on the midnight range ticket.
So there's been a lot of people doing booth, appearances and all that. And I just want to let you know the GunChannels crew tomorrow from 10 to 11, if you're here, we're going to be doing our booth appearance in front of the Northwest bathroom. We sign autographs. Bring your own toilet paper though. So.
We're gonna call it the Hickok maneuver.
Yeah, we trade off.
Well,
The Hickok maneuver?
It was potty talk. Maneuver. I want to know what the Hickok maneuver is.
We rotate.
That's the
You know,
most.
John C says all the Northeast bathrooms where the cool kids hang
Because
out.
that's the most ridiculous thing they do. It's just so petty. And
What's that?
whatever. What Hickok and John do.
I guess we're to bring it up. We ought to talk about it.
I was gonna say, I wonder if anybody out there knows what they actually do.
I have no idea.
No.
You don't know what it is?
Please.
Go ahead.
Alright,
And
so
here's what
this
they
is
do.
hilarious.
So, Hickok and John, okay, this is how full of themselves they are, right? This is how they have to have people fawning over them all the time, right? There's the bathrooms at SHOT Show. Well, at SHOT Show too, but in NRA, okay? These are huge bathrooms. There's like 20 urinals and like 20 stalls. There's no reason you gotta go in one at a time, okay? This bathroom. But John and Hickok, no matter where they're at, they go in the bathroom one at a time. One stands outside by the door, one goes into the bathroom. When he comes out, the other one goes in, and he stands outside the bathroom until the other one comes out. And why do they do this? To catch traffic going in and out of the bathroom so people can fawn over them. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
I saw it happen a few
Roll
times.
call. Hey, Ro.
Roll call.
Roll call.
You
Roll
saw it
call.
too?
Yeah, I saw it a few times.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's
Just go to the bathroom already. You're throwing me in.
yeah.
Just go take a dump, geez.
Tell us your Hickok story from today.
Master Troll.
Alright,
Yeah,
so,
cuck!
so I was standing there and Cindy goes, don't.
Bad move. Bad move.
I'm like, don't what? Look at these cucks. And there's this guy, he's filming, and he looks at me. I'm like, yeah, these shills. You guys are fucking. These guys
You're
are
fine, you go ahead.
These guys are effing shills for the NRA. And I'm like, it's gonna change. And I guess it was their handler. Their handler was like, excuse me, sir, can you go back over there? I'm like, bye, shills. And Johnny goes, and I go like this. Shakes her head. She's like, all I have is the credit card, and I don't know if that jail takes plastic.
That is
Hey,
classic.
roll call. Roll call.
Roll call. Come back, man.
Every time. Awesome. Awesome.
Let's see here.
He ain't right.
No,
Not at all.
that boy ain't right.
Roll call?
He-
Oh yeah, roll call's totally good. He lost cause.
He ain't even close to being. Are you ready to talk?
I'm trying to clear where I choked while ago.
Yeah, it happens. It happens sometimes. It don't be that certain day.
Damn, you're clear quick. In case you're wanting to know, that's that guy's wife. Her and Clover slipped into the bathroom for just a brief minute. She's having a hard time catching her breath right now.
Please, excuse our technical difficulties.
Great show.
Warsaw says, did you see Hank? Yeah. Matter of fact, as soon as Hank and Lola pulled up yesterday, we had to be outside smoking, so we hung out with Hank and Lola for a little bit. You know, Hank's a good person. Hank's a lot of things, but one of them is a good guy. So yeah, he and Lola are both here. I don't think Lola was planning on it as a couple weeks ago, but she did show up. So yeah.
Oh, somebody's over there typing in on Tardot on my phone.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I think her name starts with a G.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely. Either that or it is roll call. Roll call's probably doing it. Anyway, so let's see. We got John Z. Okay, so Arminta, did you survive being eaten by that hamburger?
Yay! It was actually really good.
I think you're still gaining your voice.
Okay, so the story that roll call was telling a while ago, I had a mouthful of soda. And I started choking. So I'm still trying to clear that. So anyway, yes.
So what exciting stuff did you see today? What was your? Well, let's just make it simple. What was your favorite thing? I say simple, but that question's like impossible to answer.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, nothing good. It all sucked.
I've had an awful day.
You didn't happen to see homeless people in the alley doing it or anything? Okay.
Okay, so let's see, where can I start from? So I've got to talk to Dark Alley Denim, I got to talk to Swagger, I picked up me a new aromatherapy necklace.
So how did y'all enjoy the Swagger when I was watching y'all do that? The Swagger little video game they had?
I totally suck.
I blame the game.
Well, I was shooting and I'm like, wait a minute, I wasn't shooting that. Wait. And I turn around and one of the Swagger guys is behind me and he's shooting in addition to me shooting. I mean, it was funny. So, no, so I got to visit with Hyperfire. I got to visit with Frank, who actually sought me out, by the way, because he's been asking for me. Because we actually met at SHOT Show.
Well, let's real quick explain who Frank is for those who may not know who Frank is. Other than the dude that looks like he has a booger in his nose because of the piercing.
Okay, because I don't know, yeah, I don't know that I've actually told anybody all that story because the only reason I know Frank, I mean, I know he's with Utas, but he is Mr. Clover's friend.
Oh, that's pronounced Utas? I think I've been calling him Utis for.
It's Utas, and
Hold on.
Oh.
Anybody on the chat needs something to eat? We got plenty of burgers left over. Come on down.
Yeah. Come to Indiana. All right, so Frank, anyways, yeah, he's the gunsmith for whatever company he's working with, Utis now, Utas.
Utas. But so I got to go talk to Frank. Went over and like I said, visited the Power Fire today. Oh my gosh, I'm missing something in there. I visited with Tactical Fashion yesterday because I've not even got to talk about yesterday. Tactical Fashion, we went to the fashion show tonight. I got to meet Erin Paulette. I got to meet, oh my gosh, I don't even remember her last name, but Rhonda of Chicago, the Chicago Project, I can't remember exactly the wording on it, but there's a video.
She's straight out of the Chicago Projects, is that what it is?
No, there's a real thing with that. Anyway, oh my gosh, I got interviewed. I got interviewed from Tactica Fashion. Tactica Fashion actually had sent me a holster and stuff, and so
Is that door just
I actually wore it. It's an in the waistband holster that I wore small of the back from 5 a.m. Thursday morning, and yes, I talk with my hands in case y'all didn't know that. So, and I'm super excited because these actually have been 2 awesome, amazing days. I haven't made just a whole bunch of videos, but I've done amazing networking, and I meet with someone and they're like, okay, so you need to go talk to this one, and then you need to go talk to this one, and it's been totally amazing. Anyway, Tactical Fashion. I wore my in the waistband holster, small and back, from like 5 a.m. Thursday morning until midnight Thursday when we got here. So from Texas to here, with my Ruger LCP. Totally comfortable, riding in the car for that long. And I went over and I talked to Sandy about it, and yeah, I mean, even tonight at the fashion show, she totally sought me out, and they actually did an interview with me that is going to be part of their stuff.
None of us guys really, and I mean, if it's giving something away from a video, don't mention it. But none of us got to go to see the fashion show. So maybe we need to get. I'll let you start, but I'll get gunpowder and them in here. How was the fashion show? Was there any what did you see at the fashion show, especially that stood out to you as anything, any items, any of it?
Okay, so I'm really bad because I watched part of the fashion show, and then I actually snuck out and had my videoing going, and I'm totally belching burgers, so sorry guys. Anyway, so I had my video going, and I actually went out and actually had interviewed a couple of people and stuff. So I didn't sit through the entire fashion show. I do have it all on video, but I actually, like I was telling them, I stuck out and was doing interviews and stuff. So I kind of left Jesse and Stacy and was off kind of doing my thing and stuff. Let me see. We got to visit with Heidi and Hilda, of course. Let's see. Packing meat. I've got to go back and see what you got.
All right, no, you can keep going. I'll cover it once you're.
What am I thinking? Gun Goddess is there with the Bling Year Pro. I was supposed to go meet them today, so I've totally, after this is over, I'm going to text Brandy because I was supposed to go out there, but I've been so busy going all day.
Luckily,
and you've actually followed me, so my
yeah,
phone
that's
is
impossible
actually...
to do. Don't say follow. That was me running across the room.
So I have actually had like alarm set on my phone for all afternoon, for 15 minutes before an interview was supposed to start or where I was supposed to be. And it would go off and I'd be like, okay, so I've got to be here. And I would be like, okay, so I gotta go. And you actually kept up with me pretty well.
Yeah.
The girls, not so much.
They just walk off. They're like, screw this.
They knew where we were going, so they got to me. So yeah. I know I'm totally missing something that I've done.
Well, here, let me cover this real quick. And this is
Okay.
kind of stuff I can get Ghost in here for too. Hey, Ghost, you got a super chat. So, said, glad y'all are having a good time. Next year, I'm taking vacation and going to. This is coming from Rick Nethery. So, hey, it's good to hear, man. Thank you for the super chat. Ghost isn't in here, but I'll thank you for him. If you'd like, you can take that one away and go donate money to Tardot. That's fine too. But,
So Rick is totally from our neck of the woods. Well,
oh,
you're
really? Not my neck of the woods anymore.
Not anymore.
My original neck of the woods.
So he's totally from our neck of the woods. So go Texas. Yeah. We can totally hook up on the way there, carpool, or whatever. So definitely hit us up. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. There's really no more questions out there at the moment that I'm seeing. Okay, Rick said hi to you and Clover. Hey, Gunpowder, come in here.
And if I go get my notebook, I can totally talk more because I have totally written down
Go for
notes.
it. We forewarned that the wall may go blank at times. So what did you see at the fashion show? That's what I asked Armentios and try to get you in, but you were on the phone. What did you see at the fashion show that just stood out to you? That was awesome.
They have a bag called a koala bag. And it was pretty awesome, but they go for about $180.
Are you trying to hint something there?
Yes, my birthday is right around the corner.
I figured that.
And they had a lot of hiding Hilda purses. There was an ankle holster, but I don't have any small guns, so I need a gun that's small enough that I can put in the ankle holster for my birthday. And then,
So I do have something that's kind of funny, and this, some people get a little agitated by these stories, and Gunpowder's reminding me of it, talking about her birthday coming up and all that. So, okay, we go, as a lot of y'all have already heard, like, there's us, Clover, Ghost, Armentia, we all know Frank, who does a lot of gunsmithing for some of these companies. He goes in and out of different companies. So he's with Utah Snap, who does a lot of shotguns, especially some tactical shotguns. We go to see Frank. And of course we're BSing, and Gunpowder sees a shotgun on the wall. She's like, ooh, goes and picks it up. Well, there's another guy named Freddie. And so Freddie, if you're watching this, how's it going, man? Freddie is one of our contacts with Frank for a lot of these companies. And I'm talking to Freddie, she picks up the shotgun, Freddie looks at it, and Freddie's first instinct, and I don't remember what the shotgun was offhand. First instinct is look at me, and he goes, that one is 10, and all I could assume was 1,000, but I don't know, don't quote me on that, I don't know what he was about to tell me, and he goes, hey, email me and we'll talk about this. It was just a funny situation to kind of come up, because he just realized who he was talking to when he was talking to us, because we've all kept in contact and this is the awesome part, is we've kept in contact over the past year or more. We've all kind of become buddy in the industry and be able to talk about just, doesn't even have to be industry stuff. It could be anything, just life in general. And with Frank, you never know what you're gonna hear. So with Freddie, he's kind of the straight man to Frank's comments. Oh, in case y'all missed it earlier.
he's a groupie to Gun Gal. Well, not Gun Gal, but Gun Gal.
Oh, I'll be your groupie.
Oh, baby, you're always my groupie. So I am now taking applications for an investment. You can email them to gunpowder.beauty01@gmail.com.
Okay, so Crick Creek is asking any suggestions on something to take home to my wife from the show.
Go to Voodoo Tactical. There are compact bags. There's the Scorpion full-size bag. They have rifle bags, and they have really awesome backpacks. So even if she's not a tactical gal, you can definitely find her something. Voodoo tactical.
But 1 week ago, that was a company that shall not be named by Armentia.
I still haven't said anything about them.
The hatred is deep in her heart. They fired everybody that was there, and she still does have no love.
First of all, I've not revealed that story yet, so thank you for that. So, go. You are banished.
I thought you already did that.
No, you are banished now. You are banished. Be
You're
gone.
fired.
Be gone.
You are fired.
Be gone, dude. The aroma necklaces are at Packing Neat. Packing Neat. They
That
are.
is another one.
Yes. Packing Neat is booth 1407. 1407. Booth 1407. Packing Neat. Yes.
And if your wife is someone who has a lot of purses but doesn't have a lot of holsters, Packing Neat has the inserts for the bags where she can organize her purse and still carry. They are really awesome. And they have some that can fit a pretty good sized gun, like a full size 1911. Pretty cool.
Still have so much crap to do tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I went and got this.
Oh, there's gun gals. Both the gun gals are in here just chilling. Right on. You have any questions?
We were kind of filling one about what to get his wife. The aromatherapy necklace, especially if they're into like essential oils or stuff like that. I totally did a joking one about is it hoppies, hoopies?
Hobbies.
Okay, hoppies.
Yeah.
You can
Number
also
9.
you can also spray it with your favorite perfume, and it
Just make sure you share.
Packing heat, not packing meat.
There we go.
You're saying packing meat? It's packing heat, right?
packing
Neat.
neat.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Neat. Oh,
Neat. N-E-A-T.
there you
Like
go.
neat and tidy.
Okay, so we totally checked out 511 Tactical because I'm from a small town. There's no 511. Had no idea what 511 was until SHOT Show. I had no idea what 511 was.
I love my 511 here.
So we totally went by and checked them out.
Wish they had bigger sizes and pants though. At
I
the
still have
show.
some more stuff though. I still have so much more to do. Crap. 1791 gun leather. Totally went and talked to my girl who totally recognized me when I walked up to the booth. I was super excited about that. We didn't get to talk long because of course she's working. And but she was totally like, hey, we just need to call him. We need to have coffee one day. Not that she lives lives close to me or anything, but she's like, we can just talk over the phone. We can have, it's like coffee. Just get on the phone and chat. So, which is so freaking awesome for companies, for you to go back to companies and then totally remember you. And that's Jeanette.
Any good products like gear, like backpacks or what you guys have
Voodoo
seen?
Tactical.
There you go.
There's also Drago.
Drago.
They have some really good ones. It's more styled for men, but if you're looking for a backpack for your wife, girlfriend, daughter, whatever, Voodoo Tactical has a lot of the lady colors, lady line, or whatever the heck you call it. I can't remember what they call it.
A line? Like, it's a line of.
Oh, the series.
Yeah.
It's a ladies series.
It's got black with touches of colors, and they've got full color pink, purple, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Or they have gray with a hint of color.
Ozzy, it was great meeting you, bud. Wish you could be here. I know you had to go home, but it was good seeing you today, Ozzy.
It was super cool because I was standing at Swagger and I was standing there and Ozzy's standing there and he just kind of, he's looking at me and he starts waving and I'm like, who are you? And it felt so bad, but I know we show our face a lot, and I know some of y'all do, and some of them don't, so I don't get to see everybody. But yeah, it was totally awesome seeing him. So, yeah. Totally got to see Lola, hanging Lola. When I say I got to see Lola,
Right.
that's the way I said it.
Lola's tiny. People don't realize how short she is. She's very short, and Hank's very tall.
And see, Lola and I totally bonded at SHOT Show. She works in the medical profession like I do, and we both have to take our vacation days or something to be able to go to stuff like this, and so she totally gets it. Because later on, when the guys want to actually go on vacation, it's like, I don't have any vacation time. Well, why not? Well, let's see, there's SHOT Show, and there's Tulsa, and there's NRA. What else are you here to do? But I've been so loving it.
So let me ask you this. You've been to SHOT Show. For someone who hasn't been to NRA, different, very well done, Clover. Wow. Was it better or different from what you expected, and how would you compare it to SHOT?
Okay, so most of you know I had a total meltdown at SHOT because SHOT was totally overwhelming, right? Totally overwhelming. And here though, and
You out?
Everybody say bye to roll call and Cindy, they're leaving.
But here, this is totally different. For the most part, if you're walking into a booth, they actually care, they're walking to you, they're all about the product. It's totally different. Even the vibe is different. This is.
Oh, go ahead.
No, this is better. And I'm that odd person that I did everything in reverse because I did SHOT Show, broke out in the finger blister, had the total meltdown, the whole 9 yards, you know.
You told the voodoo story?
I have no. You mean this go round?
The voodoo story.
You gotta be
of
This
yesterday.
script? No, I'm not.
Row.
Bye.
Everybody bye,
Don't
Ron.
be sad.
Bye, guys.
Awesome, bro.
All right, man.
See you soon.
Hey, you guys do good at SHOT. See you guys on the interwebs, eh?
Rants and raves Wednesday
It's
night.
raised Wednesday night. You never know what I'll complain about. And Night Strike, we should compromise.
We should compromise.
Where's Jessie? Because Jessie.
She's right there. She was just saying bye to Rose, so she'll probably come back in.
Lord.
Anybody see the can of ammo? The cans of ammo, have you seen
Licked
those?
my head, didn't you? Pictures there.
I've seen pictures, but there's actually
She had your meat in
cans
her
of
mouth
ammo
and she
in
just
there.
licked my head. What? She had your meat in her mouth and she just licked my head.
All in front of Clover, by the way.
Racy.
This is getting bad.
See, like.
The replay's so far behind, it's hilarious to watch it afterwards.
Did Clover ever even notice that I came in beside him and was like,
Never had a
I
clue.
didn't think he did.
You were talking, he was in there.
I got beside you. And it was like a few minutes later on the replay, and we were watching it about to die laughing.
Oh, man.
She had snubs meat in her mouth and she just licked my head.
To ask you how I've done this trip, this one made a comment on the way here that I want you to tell them.
Oh. You know when she called you a bitch, or? Oh, I'm sorry. Listen.
Listen, mofo, it is Miss.
Miss bitch, okay.
No,
Sorry.
it is
Buying a new
Miss
cage.
Bitch.
I am. I am not. I don't like this.
Say it.
It's just slightly bigger than
And
mine.
then
I like
like
it.
What's that?
Bob just bought a new cage
Yeah.
for his camera, and he picks this up out of your thing, like, okay, yep, Snob's buying another new cage.
This is a little bigger than mine.
I like these. It's got all. I mean, you could attach anything and everything you could
Well,
possibly.
see, I built one before Tulsa because I couldn't find what I wanted. I welded it up out of steel. I mean, nice. But like 10 minutes in, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I bought a little bitty one. It's great. It's fine. I don't know anything different.
Okay, so on our way here, after leaving the fashion show, I've made
Later, Warsaw.
multiple times. I have told Jesse and Stacy, I'm so sorry because I felt like I left them, and I'm like, no.
Okay,
No, I was like, y'all really look like you felt like out of place, and
I've never
I'm
been to a
sorry.
fashion show.
Yeah.
Fashion show. Can't talk. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Even with fashion like yours, you don't get invited to every fashion show around. What is up with that? The bad thing is they just understood everything each other said.
Well, do you know why? That's because these are actual soulmates.
And you're just the one in between them.
The sad thing is there's no alcohol in this house, so this is all just weird.
You are not convincing me of that because I totally need whatever y'all are.
You roll call didn't bring anything. Did you bring anything?
I don't drink.
Okay, so back to the focusing point.
Rarely.
John Z wants a quick taser before we close up tonight. She didn't bring the taser. All right, so fashion show.
Just this weekend so far, since we've been here doing NRA and then going to the fashion show. It's really been amazing to see her go from when we were in Tulsa last year to seeing her do these events now. She walks in and she's in her freaking zone.
We saw the
She sits there
meltdown.
and flips it. That's beside the point.
No, I'm
She
saying
flips open
even from then, it was like boom, it was gone.
But she flips open her book and she's like, okay, I've got this, this, and this. And then she walks up to these people and she's like, hi, here's my card, da-da-da, you know, and then she's got that connection made and it's awesome seeing her. The transformation is just amazing since last year. Because I've missed Wanamaker in November, and then we missed SHOT Show.
You can't even get people laugh at you by standing there.
No.
It's like I'm literally eating right here against the wall.
But anyway, so.
That's the fake gun snob. The real one's outside.
I've looked. But see what she has seen,
You just
you've
get real
actually
close
heard,
to me.
this one hasn't actually listened to me talk about any of it. So, I mean,
You to talk about it.
exactly.
I'm doing my own shit.
You're number one, babe.
Anyway, but you know, that's what I said, y'all, I've not been around anybody to really see it. And for Jesse, because nobody has said anything like that until Jesse said something on the way here tonight when I was apologizing because I totally abandoned them.
I don't feel it being abandoned though, because when we were at Wanamaker last year in April, Turnout would drift off and do his own thing, and then we would kind of meet up occasionally and do our own thing, and then there were some times that I was just on my
Now,
own
wait a
doing
minute,
my
hold
own
on. I
And
just
so-
realized what you said. No.
I don't really feel like
No.
it's abandoning
Yeah.
things.
No, the brother channel partner thing.
I don't know what's going on now.
Yeah. No.
I said, we went out there, you remember that, he was out there, right? When he was
Yeah.
out there? He said, this is my brother, that's the way, hey, double A, hey, brother, channel partner.
No, I didn't get to meet his brother.
I didn't call him by his name, I just called him brother, channel partner.
I'll tell you what I've noticed, and this is something that we saw the meltdown Tuesday at SHOT Show.
Yeah.
But even right as soon as that meltdown happened, it was different. And I tell you what, people don't understand. People don't understand. And it's all the ladies. This is I'm gonna get here. I'm gonna do a soapbox. So this is obviously more of a male-driven industry.
That's right.
But the companies understand that the biggest demographic that is untapped is women. And so when you guys walk up, if we walked up at the same time, they're having more interest in you guys because y'all are bringing an audience that they're desperately needing to tap into or wanting to tap into. But that doesn't make it easy. You still gotta have the confidence to walk up and say, listen, I'm here, I'm important, and you need me. And that's awesome because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that. So all the gun gals, man, I'm telling you, I know I'm off the camera, but appreciate what they're doing because they're bringing something in. They're bringing something in. Yeah, my hand is freaking awesome. So understand that if you've ever had to wonder if you can make it, dude, it's turn the camera on, have the confidence, go walk it. If you act like you're supposed to be there, it doesn't matter how many subs you have, it doesn't matter anything. If you belong there and you act like and you know you belong there, they're getting into that and they understand, the companies understand value. And G says it all the time, value what you bring to the table. And every single one here is doing an awesome job, but you guys have the most potential of anyone here because understand the companies, they need you guys. They need you guys because they need, if women want to go to the range, men will get to go to the range more. Women need to be able to defend themselves, defend their families. Mom and dad when dad's gone, mom's taking care of the families usually. If they can't shoot, they can't get the products, it's a moot point. So you guys, like I said, G says all the time, but understand that all three of you guys walk up and own it. At this point, the companies need you guys.
Know your worth, ladies.
I'm dead serious.
First of all, if you hadn't figured it out yet, I'm totally doing that this weekend.
You are.
And
You're
she is
doing
killing
awesome.
it.
You're doing awesome.
I'm still
I
behind though.
ain't said quit mansplaining.
Yeah, I know, I'm a fucking mansplainer. Yeah.
But I'm actually behind because I actually had 2 places I needed to be today, so I've got to go back and catch them tomorrow. So. But yeah, no, it's
Hey, did you run into Crooked Creek today at all?
I never
so
saw it.
amazing.
Are you not there, Crooked Creek?
Are you here tomorrow, buddy?
Here tomorrow, we gotta hook up, dude, one day. We gotta
That's what I
get
thought
on.
they were coming tonight. Who? Crook Creek. I thought they were coming tonight.
I don't know, I thought so too, I thought a bunch of people were coming.
Because I made the point of.
I think we did have a house full, we still do.
That's what I do, man. I mansplain things.
Hey, by the way, if you don't have a WTTA bracelet, there's some on the table.
What is
So I
Welcome to South
totally.
America.
That was something that was really cool, by the way. And I hadn't talked about that either. So I totally went and got to talk to
This is a good idea.
Michael
The
Sindini.
whole.
And we talked about Walk the Talk America. And because I've listened to some of the chats he's been on, I've listened to some of the podcasts and things. And not everybody realizes my background. I've been a nurse for 22 years. I've been in the prison system now for a year and a half. Before that, I was in, or I worked in the state hospital for the 7 years prior to that. So I understand mental health. That's what I've been working with. Even what I do now, the unit that I work now is a lot of mental health, mental retardation, and the adjoining unit is totally psych. And so I got to talk to, I do love you, honey. So I totally got to talk to Michael Sindini about prison guards and, Sodini.
So Sodini, Sodini.
So I'm not gonna ever say that right.
Michael S.
Call him Mike or Michael.
Okay, so anyway.
Scooter Rider.
Okay, so I'm totally.
Here comes Lucas!
And
He's a
I
top
totally,
customer!
and I totally had to tell him that I heard that so many freaking times last
Should have
night.
walked up and said, hey, Jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
So, I did kind of have to explain to him, it took him just a second to place me, but it didn't take long.
Not with a chick, probably not. Not on you.
Whatever. But we totally got to talk about the fact that there there is actually a high divorce rate, high suicide rate amongst prison guards, things like that. They deal a lot with depression, things like that. So Walk the Talk America would actually be a great topic. And he actually was very open to that because he had never thought about it from that standpoint. And because I'm one of those, I hate to tell you this, every single one of us deals with mental health. Whether you want to believe it or own it or not, every single one of us deals with mental health. So, anyway, so that was my little soapbox. But we totally got to talk, so there will be a interview podcast thing eventually coming out with that. We're gonna sit and network and make some get some dates with that along too. So, lots of good stuff coming up. Lots of good things that have happened this weekend that's not even over. So, I'll shut up so y'all can talk.
I got to speak with the well-armed woman, and I will.
Don't see Kelly?
I have not seen
I
Kelly
haven't seen
yet.
Kelly.
And she went home today, I'm sure, because I don't think she's
She's supposed to,
down
she's supposed to be on that. Yeah,
That
that
sucks.
I missed a lot of people though, unfortunately.
I'm going to be finding the chapter that's, I think it's in Brooklyn, Michigan. It's the one closest to me. And so they'll be able to get me a lot of the stuff about becoming a firearms instructor and all the things that I want to do in Michigan. In Michigan. What about you?
So I have talked to quite a few companies, that have, I've got awesome products, and so, did an interview with them, so they're coming out, but some of them were pretty awesome. The koala bags, those were so cool. I was hoping it
Isn't that a Hootie and the Blowfish song or something? Waterback? Isn't it?
I have no idea.
That's Hollerback or something, isn't it?
They were really cool though. I mean, have you seen them?
Hollerbacks.
They're almost like a, the
I don't know
old,
what you're talking about, Waterback, tell me.
It's like a,
it's almost like an updated version of a fanny pack kind of, but it has a.
Oh, it's a pack, you're saying
Well, you-
packed with a
Pack.
P, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can either do it, you can do a crossbody and stuff, but it's this little bag, and you can still carry and have your wallet and just tons of stuff in there. Or you can put it around your waist, and it has another strap that goes over your leg.
Do they have to put it on like you're doing it, or can we put it on kind of manly? Cause you've been all freely.
Well, a lot of it was all guys
She's like
there.
Grandma White when she's explaining how to put it on. You got that showgirl.
Well, a lot of the
thing
guys
going on.
had,
we're gonna have to do a video of how to put those on.
There you go.
I could totally go back over there and do it.
There you go.
There you go, all gun cows.
So-
Show what are the phases of it.
Content.
Yeah, we could totally, I mean, I talked to PJ there, so he'd be all for having just, us go over there and just play with it.
All right, so PJ or TJ?
PJ,
PJ, all right, gotta see him in the morning.
so, yeah,
DJ is a dude?
yeah,
Is he gay?
no, he was actually the
PJ?
owner. He's actually,
PJ Gaskets.
he's actually the owner, and then there was two other guys, but,
What is he, 12? PJ.
but he was pretty cool though. They're a little pricey.
Yeah, it's with the, Totar, I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, that little tote bag thing.
Yeah.
How much?
$225 for a saddlebag.
$225.
$225 for a steel saddlebag.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
What's it made from?
Apparently Baby Angel is expensive as it is.
Bison leather.
Okay, is it hand sewn?
I have no idea.
So if it's hand sewn, then it's probably worth every penny of that and more.
So Mr. Buzzy
If it's-
over here,
if it's-
Mr. Information, our sidekick, he's
For how many they're
busted
producing,
bubbles.
I
What is
don't,
it?
I don't
If
think
it's
so.
machine sewn, I don't think it's worth that, but
And that is NRA price.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on how complicated it is, how many pieces, how much stitching there is. I mean,
It's got a lot
it
of
might be
pockets.
worth. There's a
it's
lot
very
of
cool.
There's a lot of work that goes into making stuff out of leather though.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's pretty cool.
maybe it is.
Now,
Maybe
and
that's
now
a steal.
budget is mansplaining the physics and cost
Damn
of
right.
making leather.
Damn right.
This is mansplaining night, apparently.
If anyone's ever watched my leathercraft
Mansplaining
videos, that's
101.
the longest damn things I've ever done.
Jocelyn out there says his wife spends that on bags. So.
The most I've ever spent on a bag was probably $50.
You're better than me, because the most expensive bag I have was like $30.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. Almost $40 because it was my unique bag that my husband got rid of before we moved to Michigan.
No, John says hashtag mansplaining 101.
That's right.
Y'all are learning how to do it. Hey, there's Ozzy. We got to see Ozzy today. What's up? You already back home, dude? Apparently. Hopefully you ain't on the road doing this stuff.
He's
In the dark.
probably back home.
Yeah, he said he's home. Sweet.
Because if he left when the thing was over, then he's probably home, but yeah.
He missed out. Ozzy didn't come here, did he? No?
No.
Dude, you left too early.
I had fun. I love fun.
Don't talk too much.
I am tired and I'm exhausted and
Everybody is.
yeah. So, but I tell you one thing, riding those motorized scooters were a blast.
The scooters.
Yeah. I really figured we would wreck, or at least I would wreck, and my husband would have to come, and take me to the hospital.
Scooter, you just step off of it.
Well, what was more
How
difficult?
hard is that? Just to step off of it.
Well, it's motorized. You can go pretty fast on
Oh,
it.
it's motorized?
It's motorized.
No kidding?
Yeah,
Wow,
you
that's
literally
cool.
start it with your feet, and then it has a button over here for go and a button over here for stop.
Wow.
So it's motorized. You can
Yeah,
go
I
pretty
probably
fast.
reckon.
So, yeah, but it was so much fun.
Tara's been hijacked out there. Just so y'all know.
I posted proof of life on Instagram.
Who?
Proof of life for Tarla.
Kinky!
Yeah, but once
Kinky
it
in
goes
the
back
house.
to Michigan, that all goes out the drain.
Well, maybe. What?
So,
Did you see that?
I'm totally building a dungeon.
What's that?
It's over there. He got smoked.
And my voodoo tactical bags, I love them. I even had to go back and buy a pistol bag too.
Voodoo tactical.
Yeah. So yeah, I could totally buy so much more stuff from them. So, and I got a new belt that I'm gonna try out tomorrow. So an actual gun belt, not just a regular belt from Walmart.
The pants is what greetings from my secondary account as my other account was terminated by the algorithm. Really?
Who was that?
Well, that sucks. The pants.
Oh.
Oh my God, what a thumbnail this thing has.
The pants.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh,
Lord have mercy. Is that this live stream?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
this live stream. That's the thumbnail.
That's the
love it.
thumbnail. That's the first thing I
I
saw
love
when I
it.
pulled up.
Oh, Lord have
It is
mercy.
horrible.
Oh,
So, but not surprising with them.
Man.
Alright, I'm going back out here for a
We'll
while.
go in. It's fine. If y'all think we'll stay in here yet?
I know.
'Cause I'm gonna perform a concert.
oh, holy cow.
You gonna help me? Get over here and help me. Buster's gonna help me. Come on, Buster.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
You know this one. I started off. You know it. Get over here.
I don't play the drums.
This is all we got, man. Ready? I wanna rock and roll all night.
Good God, no. You're not getting me to say that. Nope.
Come on.
Nope. Nope.
He won't do it. Can you do some poetry? Here's budget poetry, man. Come on. Do snap for me. I don't think the mom goes to budget poetry. Give some budget poetry.
No.
Give us a good haiku.
No. I've only come so far out
How
of the
about a
show.
dirty limerick?
There once was a man from Nantucket. And we're not going to go that far. We're not going to go that far.
There once was a man named the Doctor. What rhymes with doctor?
I don't know. I can't think of anything that rhymes with doctor.
I can't do that. One was a man named Obnoxious One. I don't know.
I don't know. You ain't right. You ain't right.
Hey, I got a question.
I have an answer.
So this is apparently an RC car, right? It's got an antenna on it? Or is that just like some weird... This is all random stuff around this house, by the way. That's an RC car. It's gotta be, right?
Yeah, it is. It's got an off and on switch right here.
So, okay. So here's another random. This is kind of cool.
They have, yeah, I've
Y'all see
noticed they
this?
have the most random collection of stuff
See,
here.
look. Totally random. And now there's an R2D2. See? R2D2. See? And in this, I don't know what this is. It's like, what is that art?
I can tell you what that is.
Do you just call this art?
What goes to that?
What is it?
That's a model of a building, just like this is.
Oh, really? A model of
It's
a
a model of a
building?
building. This is
Okay. That's a model of a building.
maybe part of it, yeah.
So I was joking about this being the Brady Bunch house. There's like architecture crap in here, so
Yeah,
apparently
yeah.
it is
This
Brady
is the
Bunch
Brady.
house.
This is the Brady house.
This is awesome.
And
And there's some books up there. Our library includes Lifeguard, the Purpose-Driven Life.
Oh,
What is another one?
even better. Even better. Your library includes administrative law and process.
Yes, tonight is
A law book.
administrative.
A law school textbook. According to my brother, he had to read this in law school. So yeah.
So you're gonna teach everybody right quick?
Shit, not me.
Here, let me tell you basically what it says. Okay, you ready? We're just gonna flip to the back. And I'm gonna read you out of administrative law and processes. Okay.
Second
So hang on. I'm gonna give it a legal course on this. Now hang on. So we're gonna flip to the back.
We're down to 4 viewers, bro.
And right here it says, don't get your ass in trouble, you don't need a lawyer.
And whatever Clover
Pretty
says
much.
is
Disregard.
bullshit.
Right. All right. So, what were you saying now?
Okay. I'm totally gonna do this. Wow.
Oh, we're doing.
So you're gonna do live and live and live,
We
huh?
are.
Damn. Okay.
We're gonna like break the
What are
internet.
we doing? I'm a little nervous.
Is there 4 viewers for real?
No.
Fake news.
19 now.
I can't believe 19 people are still watching this.
It's the biggest shit show.
What
I've
is
ever
wrong
seen.
with you people?
This is a fucking
It's Saturday
dumpster fire and a
night.
half. And they're just watching
What's
this
up?
on Saturday
Okay,
night.
so let me go ahead and, because I am gonna explain this for just a second, because I'm gonna run this as if I'm doing a video, okay? Because
Okay.
I'm going to record this to
Right on,
release
okay.
online, okay?
Okay.
Which it looks like it's uneven, which is totally gonna bug me. Hang tight.
Now that was worth the price of
That was
admission.
worth the price of admission.
Right there.
Okay, that's better.
That was worth everything.
Okay. So, hey y'all, this is Arminthia with That Guy's Life Media, and I've got Ghost Tactical with me. So what I'm doing today is, as y'all know, we totally ran a logo contest. We ran it for a month, and the winner was Trey. Well, Ghost, however you want to say
Good one.
it. So, first prize was $100.
And thank you. And we've already talked about this, and Artisan Tony was out here earlier, and I want to say thank you to 2A Fun, that guy's wife, Artisan Tony. the cookout that we had tonight with the GunChannels family, and it is a family, this is going towards that because this is something that, for me, you can't get much more two-way than getting a bunch of two-way advocates and family and friends together and just have fun. And so thank you so much, and thank you to 2afun.com.
Just so you know, so you totally need to go check out 2A Fun. By the way, because there's also the spring challenge going on that ends.
At the end of the month, and go to 2afun.com, get download and print out the target. It's 10 rounds in 20 seconds. Take a picture of it, send it to Tony at 2afun.com, and you can win $100. So we're trying to get people out there to shoot, and that way you sit there and get people out there. Maybe we throw a little cash at you, you'll go to the range.
So in addition to the $100 for winning the logo contest, what I have done is I have made you a That Guy's Life Media t-shirt. And of course I made sure it was the green,
Awesome.
the OD
I
green.
love it.
And of course, it's white and
It's got
pink.
sandwich
With my logo. If you've not seen my logo, you totally need to check it out. So this is yours.
Oh, thank you so much. I will wear this a lot, and that's awesome.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Guys, go check her out. And on top of everything else, she's been rocking it this weekend. And like I said, if you had seen her on Tuesday at SHOT Show this past year when she had the meltdown, and then see where she is now, she's rocking it. So I couldn't be more proud of you. So thank you for everything.
No, thank you. Thank you for all
That
of
guy's
y'all.
what?
Totally.
So that's awesome, guys.
Totally
That's
wanted to take the
awesome.
opportunity to do this.
I'm loving this. I'm loving that. Thank
Y'all
you
be
so
sure
much.
and check out
Good to meet you, man.
Ghost Tactical. Alright, see y'all later.
Yep. Hey man, appreciate you, bro. Nice to meet you, bro. We'll see
Okay.
you on the inner tubes.
So,
And I'm just letting everybody know
Okay.
that I'm supposed to go live in 11 minutes. That ain't happening.
You can go live from here.
No.
No.
No, so anybody that's here that's gonna be looking
Are
for
you
me
gonna go
in
later maybe? Or
11
no?
minutes?
No, okay.
No, I'm gonna go back and get things packed up and get ready to roll out after the show tomorrow, so.
Obnoxious one, go check him out.
I will
The
be,
doc.
yes, I will probably be on the closer tomorrow night from the road, because I'm probably gonna be
On the road still.
on the road still.
How long's your trip?
8.5 hours drive time,
Okay.
so.
You're probably the closest.
Not as bad as
6 hours.
6
Tulsa.
hours.
Not as bad as getting to Tulsa.
like.
Oh, roll call.
Yeah,
roll call
roll-
lives
roll's
in
a
the
couple
state.
hours
Yeah, he
away.
lives in the state.
Closest, an hour away.
That's true. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
down. That's right. That's right. You're not too far. What, 4 hours?
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, we got
This
a link
thing's still on?
so, you know.
We're still going.
Oh, hey, look, are we recording?
No,
Or,
she did it
oh,
earlier. Yeah,
Yeah,
earlier.
she wants to do her little hand.
What?
hand
Oh,
stuff.
good to meet you, man.
So, yeah, we gotta leave too.
Hey, bye
so
yesterday's
Y'all aren't
girlfriend.
subscribed to me. Yeah, bye yesterday's girlfriend.
Yeah.
I said that in the hall out there, and I didn't even realize what I said. It was yesterday's wife when I said it. I was like, it's like, oh yeah, that didn't sound very good.
It's a Freudian slip if you ever had one.
So, yeah, Armentia's got something she wants to do with me, and no, not
Really?
get y'all's minds
Really?
together.
Wow.
That's.
Need to tell Clover about this?
Hold on real quick. Scars asked me to be to the meeting.
She looked my head.
I did not, I don't know if anyone here actually. went to the
Obnoxious
meeting.
one, I think.
Obnoxious went to a little bit, but my biggest thing was here is I'm not a member of the NRA. I'm not here to support the NRA. I'm obviously aware of what's going on. It's kind of a historic weekend. People were asking, oh, why are you there then? Well, understand the NRA annual meetings is the NRA meetings, but it's also an industry show. So we're supporting our friends in the industry who support the Second Amendment.
What he said.
And yeah, it's just one of those things where without the industry people, the Second Amendment is just a dream. They make it a reality. So for all you out there saying for being here, we're supporting NRA. I'm not. I'm supporting the industry. So now you went to meetings for a little bit, right?
I was there for about half an hour and they were just gathering.
Just
Yeah, there was
same old thing.
nothing came
Yeah.
out of it, yeah.
So I went back to the shiny.
Right.
Yeah, I meant to go to the meeting, but I was like too busy working the floor, and it just,
I looked at my watch, it's like, holy shit, it's 11:30.
It's almost-
I'm excited, sorry.
Exactly.
It was a little excited too.
About half an hour there.
What happened?
My phone was sitting there like this. And I just moved across the poker. I didn't even know it fell down in my pocket.
Is that a phone in your pocket?
And she gets right between us, so it's just really bad.
That was awesome. There's bound to be a comment on that.
Oh, yeah.
So my phone was sitting in my pocket like this. I
Somebody's, okay, there's somebody out there that's just straight cap.
I didn't even feel it, folks.
Probably so.
Yeah,
It's like turns around
there's
like
gonna be a meme.
It might be me. All right, you hit the floor,
You
Vicky.
got the floor.
First of all, you gotta take these off here.
Whoa. Whoa. I guess.
It's getting a little racy here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this cat is now rated.
This has now become NC-17.
Y'all are totally seeing the real side of me now, right?
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
It's that guy's wife.
It's that guy's wife. Hey, that guy, you might want to come in here.
He's like, I don't want anybody to know who that guy is.
Okay, so before I start mine, which is already recording, by the way, because I'm totally gonna shoot another video while we're doing this. Yes.
I've been standing right in front of it.
Pardon snob. He's a better friend than a window.
Yeah, that's questionable.
Okay, so the first of the month we went to Tulsa, and Jesse and
I'm Tardot. Yes.
okay,
you're okay.
I knew that, but I was saying
You said
Jesse
Jesse.
first. I was because one of these is not yours. One of these is not
How much
yours.
she's gonna slap you?
One of these is not yours.
This is a shit show.
Okay, so
This is a mini shot show.
Whose channel is this on? This isn't my channel, is it?
Oh. Now you got violence on there too, so.
We got that on film.
he's still telling the story.
We gotta tell everybody.
The fact there's 22 people still watching after all this time is just stupid to me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, yeah.
No, I actually turned it off because my phone was dying.
We love all 22.
Your phone was died. Your phone was died.
Equally.
It was dying.
Equally.
Oh, dang.
Oh, and since we're doing this, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go do so.
If you've not subscribed to our Mencius channel, please go subscribe to mine.
And if you've subscribed to Snobs, make sure you have subscribed to Obnoxious One. That's OBNXS and the number 1.
Okay, so the whole point to my story before all this started, anyway, was that we were at Tulsa a few weeks ago, first part of this month, and Jesse and Tardot could not make it, right? So after really getting the whole patch thing and all, went to a booth and got a couple of patches that I obviously cannot, or I'm not going to show on mine.
But show around Ghost Channel.
But here, let's.
on my Ghost channel.
Oh, no, these are not, no.
Look at all.
Actually, these are not what you picked up. You picked up.
She's throwing you right there.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
It was him.
Hold on, I gotta get up from under the bus.
No, it was Jim Marcus got it. Jim Marcus got one of the patches that I got. Because he got totally jealous. And then he realized that it was, and then he realized that it glowed in the dark, so it was like double it.
You know that's on my bag back at the house.
Oh, you did get one.
Yeah. I had to pay for it though. I didn't get it
Can
freebie like some people.
You're okay with me saying what it
You
says?
just said fuck it.
You already said that 3 times.
Fuck it.
Well, they're not used to hearing me talk like that.
Would you like
You
a
haven't
box
met- you haven't met me in person.
Would you like me to tell what the patches are, Miss?
Would you
I
like-
got it cleaned out.
I got this.
I can if you want to talk your way, I'll translate what you really meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
I'm the guy on the I'm the guy on the side going.
Okay, so the first patch that I got, they gave me the tactical, the fuzzy bunny tactical, right? And so, which is
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to buy anything with a fuzzy bunny tactical. Oh hell. I haven't heard the name. I'm sorry. That just struck me funny. My bad. Please.
Would you spit your story out? I am tired of waiting on this story to get spit out.
Okay, so he gives me that, and I'm thinking, oh, that's so cool. And I'm thinking, he's trying to feel me out, feel how reserved I am,
I bet he's
right?
feeling you.
Feel you out, right? Okay, feel you out. Okay. Man, this is
The way this chat's looking tonight, I can go either way.
By the way, this is a definition of dumpster fire.
You know what? Now I know why we still have 20 people watching.
They're waiting for that shit to sing. They're like, Jesus.
Hey, I got something real quick to add. Hold on. I can't. Folks, I gotta stop our main theater tracks. All right. Whoa! At least rub my neck before you do that. Kiss on me or something. All right. So if you have never been to anything with all these gun channels people, like Wanamaker or NRA or something, make it a point to go someday. It's the most fun you'll ever have.
Whoa.
Says the man wearing a kill. Whoa, hey.
That cost an
All right, take 27. Here we go.
Okay, so he's sitting in his booth, and he's holding his hand like this, and he turns it over like this so that I could see his patch, and it says, because fuck you. And I was like, oh my god, I totally need that patch. He says, here. So.
You had to pay for it.
Yeah, I had to buy mine.
It was probably my reaction.
And if they would have gave it to Obnoxious would have got a video done.
Yeah, I'd be done with my video by now.
So again, that is not going on my channel, and yes, I do have that patch. But anyway, so I went back over there,
That's
and
what you get
since
for your
these
husband
two,
molesting me.
since these two weren't there, I totally had to buy them patches, right? So this one says just the tip.
Oh,
Tip, T-I-P. That's the tip,
Not that it makes it any better.
Not that it makes it any better whatsoever. Probably makes it a little worse,
But
but
it's a bullet. It's ammo. Just the tip.
really?
Let me swallow a drink first. Okay.
you gotta swallow first. Hold on, just swallow first.
First.
I didn't say
Just the tip, man. Just the tip.
I didn't say batteries.
Now you can tell the other one.
Y'all totally didn't even hear that.
Yeah, batteries.
I didn't.
Batteries?
I didn't say it required batteries.
Oh.
Batteries.
Batteries.
Battery.
Aluminium foil.
Okay, so the other one
No, it's
is
fall,
a grenade,
fall,
and it
fall.
says I pull
Aluminium
out.
fall.
Now, if you put these in the right order, it says, I pull out just the tip.
And the other one says, suck it up.
Yeah, the other one says,
And it's done.
We can say fuck, but we can't show the junk, all right? That
And yes,
gets you-
believe it or not, folks,
that
everybody
gets
is
you-
sober.
That gets you a strike, my friend. You have to delete this one.
This should probably go unlisted in about 24 hours.
Totally sorry
You're
about
gonna see
that,
that. It
sorry.
didn't even, yeah, my leg didn't go up.
Yeah.
So see, this is why I don't show everybody my real side.
You should.
I'm a little animated, yeah. Anyway, okay, so,
We call her Little Yankee.
no,
Lil Yankee. Lil Yank.
no.
Lil Yank.
Oh, yeah, just
Little yank.
Just a little yank.
No.
just the tip.
Okay, so I'm totally gonna do another video, so I've got another camera set up. So bear with me.
Are you gonna propose?
I thought we were doing a video this whole time.
She's gonna propose! She's gonna propose! Oh my God.
Is she gonna Jared?
Oh my God.
Jesse, you are so missing out.
I'm actually
waiting all weekend for this.
And at this point, I'm actually crying.
Hang on.
I think my mascara is.
Now, if you get down, how are we gonna get you back up?
I'll fall somewhere.
Yeah, this thing
Shit, this is.
Just try to cougar report.
Gunpowder, what do you know about the traffic cones? Is that something that?
No, that might be, I don't know, either that or it's the traffic codes.
Arminty is totally turned to cougar report.
Okay, so wait a minute. So how do you think I keep Clover? For those of you that know the real story, so hey.
Oh, okay, I think I can stop crying now.
You didn't have a response for that?
No, I'm gonna try to get this thing done for you.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Okay. I'm done.
Hey y'all, this is Arminthia with That Guy's Life Media, and I'm here with Tardot. And as you guys know, we ran a logo contest for That Guy's Life Media, and Tardot, Troy, whichever you want to call him, got third place. Yay! So I have his prizes. So he's got one of the insulated tumblers.
Magellan Outdoors throwback, 30-ounce tumbler.
A pop socket
Sweet.
from NRA. Or from SHOT Show, my bad. SHOT Show.
Show.
SHOT Show. In the pocket holster. Firearm Inventors playing cards. And 2 of the patches that you can totally get from your websites. So definitely check out your websites, which is also where we got the Firearm Inventor playing cards. So, yay.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you guys for watching.
right.
Be sure and check out Tardot.
Yeah, Tardot 357. Thank you.
Okay, we're good. I'll behave.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for whatever reason sticking with us this long. We really appreciate it. We've had a great time here, and it's like I think it was Snob or someone said, if you're part of the Gun Channels community and you haven't been able to reach Wanamaker or SHOT Show or NRA, anything that we try to get a group of, we had 15, 20 Gun Channel members this weekend. It's really, it is an amazing time, and it's one of those things where we're with each other online all the time, but it's always nice a couple of times a year to get together as a family and a group. So thanks guys for watching. Tomorrow is the last day of the annual meetings and the exhibitor show, I guess they call it, exhibitor show, whatever it is, industry show. So continue to go and follow everyone out here on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all of that, because we'll still have content coming out tomorrow. And we will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you so much for watching. Semper Fi.